Oh, let's settle into something a little bit different tonight. We're going to learn a new programming language. And this one is a lot different than anything else we've done on this channel. We're literally diving straight into the deep end, into a functional programming language. Up to this point, I think we've covered mostly JavaScript, C#, Python, Node.js, obviously. But we're going to be taking a dive into Elixir. So let me get set up here. And we've got some chips made, so we're going to eat those. And we're going to take a deep dive into this, and I'll explain why, and I'll give a proper rundown on why. Oh, dude, cool to see you, buddy. What's up? Yeah, we're learning a new language tonight. And this one's different than any of the ones we've done before, so I'm just going to get set up for that, and then we'll get carried away, man. How you doing? Let me get the chat up as well. Thank you for checking in and reminding me that I need to do that. This language is unlike anything I've really worked with. Yeah, definitely. It requires a whole new approach on how we develop, and when building really large scalable systems, you're going to see why this is a necessity. And honestly, we could get by with what we're doing in Kynto. Oh man, that's good. I'm glad to hear you're doing better. Yeah, I know how it is. It gets crazy. It's bloody crazy, doesn't it? But let's go ahead, activate this, and really dive into this. So I don't know if it's going to go anywhere. Oh, let's make sure we can hear that. Let me know if you heard your message get read out. No, it's haha. All right, there we go. Yeah, so I had a surveillance company reach out to me. Now, thankfully, they're just business to business, they work with businesses, not governments, because I'm a little bit not a big fan of Plantair and all the flock cameras and all that. But the cool thing about this potential opportunity is it does force me to pick up a new backend language, and it's heavily tied to what we could do with WebRTC and kind of doing, like, a lot of the coding that I'm used to doing is called guarded coding or protective coding. So you try and avoid crashes, right? Like, no matter what, you want to avoid the crash. This is a language where you plan for it to crash. You plan for these processes to fail. So you have an upper layer that manages it and says, hey, this process failed, let's spawn it up again. And it'll keep spawning it until the conditions are satisfied in order to complete that job. So it's a totally different approach. And even in the world of like heavily leveraging AI, when you want to try and build a scalable system, it's important to understand what stack you want to pick for that specific subject, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smoke this, and then we're going to activate TikTok, and we'll just carry on like normal.
Sounds like some bot language.
Yeah, so have you heard of Erlang? E-R-L-A-N-G? Why is that so far down? Okay, because that's my local host. All right, makes sense. All right, I heard of Erlang when I first started coding in sockets, bloody 2008. Yeah, so this is gonna be fun. I'm also learning this from the ground up. I just have a little bit of awareness of like why this exists, and we're just gonna map what we already know to this, and then literally learn it as we go. All right, we're gonna activate TikTok. I don't think this is gonna be great for them, but you know what? We coded it, and we will keep rolling. So let me activate that now. And I prepared like a little statement that we'll read through.
Okay.
Right here. And hopefully, even though we have our screen in the back, it won't be a problem here. We've got it blurred. I just like having the telly on, you know what I mean? We've got to fix this real quick. It's got to actually hold it right. screen. Should have checked it before we went live, but it's okay. Come on. Alright, what are you? That's you right there. Oh, no. Oh, God. When it rains, it pours. But we'll give it a minute here. If it doesn't work, we're just going to end this. Cool. All right, so let's start taking a dive into this new language. All right, so let's first explain what JavaScript is. You might have heard the concept of procedural programming, and when JavaScript was first created, most of the languages that you see out there in the world, PHP, even C# and all that, it all started off with procedural, meaning you code a bunch of procedures. It doesn't matter if it's in classes or functions, and there's a continuous flow. And that's been expanded with time with like asynchronous programming and even functional concepts that have been pulled into JavaScript. Where that kind of falls apart is one of the things I definitely am extremely aware of JavaScript, and it's kind of changed the way I've programmed over time, just having to deal with it, is the whole concept of mutating global state. So with a functional programming language, what you're essentially doing is instead of creating a bunch of procedures, you're creating a bunch of jobs that act as set to input, and then they do their work, and then they have output, and then they can call another function basically with that output as the input. So you chain them together, right? So that's the simplest way I can understand it in my head. But all right, let's read this out. Right, so typically we're in Kynto, obviously building avatars here, wiring streams together, letting chat, walk around the world, control it, and we're coding new commands. Sometimes we dive into the WebGL stuff. You know, we just kind of take it where it goes, especially in these late night streams. But today I want to do something new with y'all. So I actually want to learn a language from scratch, show you my methodology of doing it, and hopefully be able to become fluent in it, right? So we're looking at Elixir. And underneath that is Erlang, which sounds ancient. It absolutely does. And even mysterious, because like I've only known one person in all my time of coding that coded a socket server in Erlang.
In one night?
In one night, no, but I think we could get it done in a couple of nights. I think we'll get the fundamentals down tonight. We're going to go ahead and understand date structures, getting the local development environment set up. So I think that's the most important thing, is getting your local set up so you can actually execute code. And Mr. Smith, you get that right. Like when you generate your AI projects and stuff, I know you use some tools that kind of allow you to spin that up on like a staging environment. Well, we want to do that locally first. So that's the first thing we want to do, right? So this is one of the things I'm still coming to grasp with. Why would we want to use a functional programming language to manage the back end of a WebRTC
Makes
streams?
sense.
Right now, most of us, like me, reach for Node.js when they think of real-time web. I'll be honest, Node.js is incredibly powerful, especially if you break away.
As I am the champion 2296 says hi.
I'm the champion, welcome. We're learning a new language tonight, so stick
After a
around
long
if you want to.
time.
Oh, wow. Awesome, glad to have you back. Yeah, it's been a wee bit quiet recently, but you know what? We've got some energy flowing because we've got a new language to learn. So what we're talking about is Node.js versus this Elixir language. And So any of you guys that work with Node.js, you're aware that it's essentially everything runs in big loop. It's procedural.
You are still working on Kynto.
We're going to be working on Kynto till the end of the time. Until I get dementia, we're going to be working on Kynto. And here's the thing that I want you guys to understand, and I think Mr. Smith gets it. Kynto isn't just one single thing. It's a sandbox where we use to experiment and build new things and even learn new languages, right? So let's say we adopt this whole Elixlir functional backend and replace it. In Kynto, you wouldn't see much of a difference right now, I'll be honest with you. But that's all right. What it does on the side of that is it allows me to upskill, have an additional skill, which is important right now in the job market as it is. Second to that,
it's a sandbox, but tonight he is learning a new language for a new prospect.
I appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. So one of the things I've always worried about with Kynto specifically is the scalability. Yeah. And I'm champion. I want to hear what you're working on too.
Looks interesting.
All right, let me refresh this. So you guys have heard of the term application loop or game loop, right? It's something we are all very familiar with when it comes to constructing WebGL or Canvas games, or if you want to build a game in Unity or even build one in Unreal, you have that concept of the event loop. And that makes a ton of sense when it comes to rendering something the user could physically interact with that's drawn pixels to the screen. That makes sense. We're not talking about breaking that apart, we're leaving that as is. We're talking about the back-end structure behind it.
Even in Flash games.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally where I learned about it as well. And you guys do ask me if I have open source stuff. I do have the Kynto code base that I built in ActionScript 3 back in the day up on my GitHub. So that's up there and it really demonstrates what I'm talking about as well. All right, here's the problem though. What we're doing on the front end, good, happy with it. There is no better alternative for this time, right? But when we move that to the back end and we're thinking about supporting hundreds of thousands of users, potentially millions of users, do you see why that event loop could become problematic? And don't get me wrong, there's ways that there's ways around this, essentially using like worker processes or sharding. It's a concept in servers where you launch a bunch of
ActionScript, nostalgic.
Oh man, I love it. We're gonna do a Flash night, that's for sure. Yeah, so the problem when it comes to servers running everything in that event loop, which is required for us because we're doing socket-driven development. Traditionally, when you hear backend, you think of just making a backend request such as a get, a post request, an update, a delete request, or an options request to a backend API, and it can spit back a response. And one of the ways that that's been worked around today in the modern world to support that and make that very scalable is using things such as microservices that like spin up that Node.js process for that single request. It gets you whatever backend date you need, and then it terminates. It disappears as if it never existed. It's basically stateless. That's fine, but we want socket driven. Why is that different? Well, you're maintaining a connection with a server at all times because that server needs to be able to communicate when someone else joins, say for example, the room you're in, someone sends a new chat message, all that needs to come through as real time
like
as possible.
env backend loops for error discovery.
Let me read that. I think you're tapping into something that will make sense here, yeah. So when it becomes...
I'm lost.
It's all right, I'm gonna keep explaining it and then we'll do some questions as we get through it. But let me get this out and then we'll get to it. So I want you to think, say I was just very simple-minded and I created Kynto server to just a little be one big server. There's a couple of problems with that off the bat. There's a certain amount of sockets that one Node.js instance can even communicate with. I don't know, it's like 4,000. There's an actual hard-coded number and I think it's hardware dependent. And that's not even the problem we're trying to solve. We're talking about the performance implications of having tens of thousands of people in a single chat room on one single back-end game loop, essentially, right? Elixir kind of lets us break away from that because you can literally have millions of processes spun up and they all communicate with each other by doing the work. They take the input, they provide output, and then they communicate that output as a message to the next procedure, the next job that basically takes that and then does something with it. And I'll be totally honest with you, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to look like when we're actually getting to the code. So that's part of the fun of this, right? This is a learning experience and you're just coming along with me for it. But I will tell you, fundamentally, there is a major problem with having one back-end game loop, one server control all the chats for every single room. And like I said, a couple of ways we worked around that in the past is just using sharding. So essentially we create like a new server instance for each room, right? So that way if we have room A, we're running a live stream in that, and then there's room B, someone else is running a live stream in that, but they have, I don't know, 6,000 people interacting.
It would
my
cause
interaction
issue
would
with
mess that up.
scalability.
Exactly. So this is something that surveillance companies are like, if you think about the Ring cameras, right? They have to deal with. How do you make all this data available to that one person, but not have the other person's data or failures of getting the data out break everyone else? So this is where it makes sense to look into a functional programming language. And then we're looking into the back end here. What I'm interested, I've always understood that when it comes to like doing analysis and data, it always made a ton of sense to me, but I've never understood how it works with real-time data. That's what we're moving into.
Yup, looks like classic concurrency concern.
Exactly. And I'm curious if you know about the Elixir programming language, because we're literally going to just start looking into what does that look like right now for WebRTC streams. There's still a couple of things we have to do before that. We're going to get our local environment set up and basics, like when you pick up a new language, doesn't matter if it's Python or C#, you have to, set up that development environment, make sure that the tooling's available in your project. Right, so we have Elixir, WebRTC, but we have a very specific goal that we're doing here. We are literally looking just to offload the WebRTC management side of things. And we already have a huge advantage with WebRTC because we're kind of offloading what is typically very server heavy. If you look at like RTMP streams, real-time media protocol streams, such as the one I'm producing right now to go live on YouTube or TikTok or Twitch or any other one, that is a real-time media protocol stream that's essentially running on the servers. So our client here generates a combination of Kynto, the code, my camera streams, and puts that out as a single stream that's been fed continuously up to the streaming services that you're watching this on. What's different about WebRTC, just a quick revisit on that, WebRTC doesn't work that way. WebRTC is essentially streaming between the clients themselves. So say I have Kynto, the avatar chat up on my phone, and I click share camera, and I'm also logged in on the same room on the computer where you're seeing the Kynto stream now. When I hit go live on that, when I share that camera stream, in an ideal world, we're not going to talk about NATs, we're not going to talk about stun servers. In an ideal world, it's directly punching a hole right into your browser, right into that little canvas or video element on your page, and it's feeding into it. So why is that good? Well, because you're offloading all that responsibility that would be on the server to assemble and distribute those streams to other clients that connect to anyone that joins with their phone and watches. We don't have that advantage when it actually comes to producing a stream, when it goes on YouTube in itself, but we're looking a little bit deeper than that. Like Mr. Smith, you've seen when you join the streams here and you share your microphone or your screen, before it even goes out to a streaming service such as YouTube or TikTok, it's literally getting punched to the device that you're sharing it from and whatever device I'm connected to you from, right? So that's already offloaded a ton of responsibility from like the Kynto servers. I'm not worrying about restreaming data that you're streaming out from your camera or microphone. That's huge. What we're trying to do is now, how do we scale that WebRTC operation that we have in the back end?
Yes, and that won't change unless device is destroyed.
Exactly. it's powerful, it's exciting stuff, and it's still heavily underutilized, even though this specification, I think, is over 10 years old now in the browser. Every major browser supports it, even every minor browser. Like you'd be hard pressed to find a device that doesn't support WebRTC. Unless you try and do it in PSP, right? But that's fine.
Very hard to function and get around it too.
Oh yeah, no, as a protocol, WebRTC appears simple to implement, but it's difficult to manage. Like the simplest way to describe how I have it implemented now, when you join a room in Kynto, there's a server micro instance that's broken off for that room, right? And that shard contains essentially a list of all the avatars in the room, meaning the active connections associated with the user that's represented as an avatar on the screen that's literally placed on the title. It also keeps track of all the chat messages sent in that instance, but most importantly, it keeps track of all the WebRTC peer IDs. So that literally means if I open up Kynto on my phone, you open it up on yours, and Dylan's on his computer, that means there's at least 3 peer-to-peer streamer IDs. And the server is responsible for letting your device know, hey, Will's peer ID is this and Dylan's peer ID is this. And the server's also responsible for taking your peer ID.
WebRTC has expansive abilities I am learning. I had no clue about heat maps, but I've been scratching that surface a bit as well.
Oh yeah, it's basically taking sockets which were traditionally just associated with like server client and open that up to client for instantaneous communication. So you could use that for all sorts of crazy stuff, like monitoring where someone's scroll wheel is at on a page, where the mouse is at. You can transmit all that live, but just instead of overloading the server with that, you could connect to specific browsing instances and view that. If that's what you mean by heat map, that's where my mind went. But essentially, like I said, we still need to have a server-based registry to say whose peer IDs are available and who can connect to who, right? What we're going to do with Elixlir is we're going to try and offload that off of Node.js onto a functional programming language. And I don't know if we're going to have enough connections in Kynto to even make it worthwhile. But like I said, I have an opportunity where it's worth learning this, and I want to share the learning and the struggles it takes to like dive into something like this. And it, just as a programming language, is different than what you're used to working with.
That'll allow you to device ban and such, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. And we could do that now in Node.js.
Does Elixlir have different runtime?
Yeah, so the runtime is Erlang, which is fascinating. But yeah, Mr. Smith, that's a good point. Like I said, like even with WebRTC being peer-to-peer, we still need a central controller that controls who can connect to who. So that way, for example, someone can moderate someone at the room, right? Here, this peer ID is no longer available. Communicate it out to everyone else via an event to disconnect from this peer ID. So that's why it's important to have a back-end process in the first place to control which WebRTC instances can connect to who, right? And we already have that in Kynto right now. But like I said, we're trying to offload this into a different way of doing things, see what benefits there is, see if it's even worth doing for a project where you don't have more than, I don't know, a dozen people connecting to each other in a room. Because for example, for the most use cases at Kynto, we're just
moderate device level PID is top grade tech.
Indeed. It's cool stuff, isn't it? All right. So I think that the main thing that's going to be helpful for me now is to really
beautiful stuff.
Some
at Goblinslayer-V8X says, are there any Erlang jobs out there?
Yeah, that's a great question, Goblinslayer. That's a great question. So they're using the Erlang runtime, but the language we're looking at is called Elixlir. And there's definitely jobs for Elixlir. And it tends to be in things that require a ton of scalability out of nowhere. And one example for that is real-time media sharing. So like a simple example, think of a Ring camera on people's doors. Everybody has a Ring cam. I don't have one. I don't recommend you get one, but tons of people have Ring cameras outside their doors. Think about it. How is Amazon managing all that and making all that available? Or say in the future, as more streaming services start moving from this server down distribution of media content like we see with YouTube and TikTok right now, what happens if over time that starts getting offloaded to be peer-to-peer using WebRTC? And we're already starting to see that happen, but specifically with cameras and surveillance. I don't know when that's going to occur for just
I have Chinese cameras F Amazon face with tears of joy.
I don't blame you. Don't blame you. All right, so we're going to take a look at some code here. And yeah, we could just like generate code from AI, but I wouldn't even be able to tell you if it's wrong or right. So that's why we're going to just treat this how I would any other programming language when I first learn it. I want to understand it first, and then we can see what the possibilities are with AI, how well it's supported, blah, blah, blah. But to me, it's important that I actually understand this technology because, say, in a job environment, when it comes to actually architecting or implementing features, they're not like, oh, you pull out your laptop and ask AI. They're asking my mind first. With these conditions and this available data and this hardware, can you do this feature? That's something that has to come from here first. And then you can leverage tools to help you implement it. But like architecturally, you need to understand this stuff. So that's why I'm coming at it this way, right? One of the things that I found interesting about Elixlir is we'll just roll out some things I already know. There's no such thing as a class. Everything is essentially defined as a single module. So you can think of it as kind of an analog to a function, and you just chain them together. And I think under the hood, how it's working, and you guys can call me out on this, or we'll find out as we go, it's not even like you're invoking a new function. You are sending a message out to a function that contains the output of that function that was called before it. So in the actual stack, how it's executed is very different than how we program right now with procedural programming languages. So that's one of the things that's going to be a little bit different to understand. But all right, look, I already like this already. This is very similar to our code. Oh no, what did we do there? How do you turn off the Microsoft help thing? You know, when it scrolls into everything, it just did that. Wait a second. Windows kills me on this sometimes. What do you call it? You can tell I'm not used to Windows anymore. I use it for the streaming computer here. I know what I triggered, I just forgot the name of it. I'll ask ChatGPT for this because I don't know how to turn it off.
I love the BG music, by the way. Can you tell the name, please, which is currently playing?
If I could get out of this screen, I'll give it a try. All right, let's see.
Claude is my new choice.
Let me see. Can we get out of this, please?
r.i.pgpt.
What did I do to Windows? Oh my goodness. All right, to get out of that is Windows Escape. Apologize. We'll take a look at everything again. All right, I think we're good now. Right. I love the BG music. Can you tell the name which is currently playing? Let's see. Which is currently playing. Did I mute it?
At from 666 to 777 says hello.
Now I gotta reinstall with Fedora face with tears of joy.
How are you? Closing parenthesis.
We are doing good over here. Appreciate you. How are you doing? We are learning a new programming language. It's a little bit different than the ones we're used to. It's a functional programming language called Elixlir. But one of the things I just noted right away before we got all crazy with the accessibility tools, we're talking a little bit about how the events are transmitted from to, what are we going to call them, procedures? I do want to get the terminology right. All right, so this is very similar to how I already work with Kynto on the front end and back end, so this is great. If you look at this, they're using like a namespace for event types like room, co, and lobby. Mr. Smith, you've already seen some code, you'll understand that's exactly how I've set up the front end and back end account already. So this might be a really clean integration. And with some of the Python integration I've done on top of, the Node.js backend for Kynto for avatar chat, I literally just have it connected on the back end via a super secret socket, and then it can communicate with the main server shards that way. And it just flows down from the management server to the shards that are connected out to the clients, and those events get pushed through. So it looks like that's already similar to how things would be done in Elixlir. So I'm excited about that. All right, so modules can have, we need to learn the terminology, let's see. It's a messy process when I learn a new language. Like I'm constantly Googling and it's a fun time.
For a new TDS option, look into Personaplex by NVIDIA.
Sweet, I'll write that down. Yeah, NVIDIA is pretty killer when it comes to what they've made available.
When you get time.
Software-wise. Yeah, no, please drop it. Personaplex. I take it as something you can run locally, make use of RTX. Guys, I'd appreciate it if you can. Just click like on the video. That helps. And it does, it helps, man. Because when I see that the streams are just not getting anybody on, when people do want to come on, they just don't see them. That's frustrating, man. Because it's like, damn, I may as well just stay up and watch The Crown or this crap about Prince Andrew. You know what I mean? It's very easy for me to get disincentivized, and it's not even you guys, because you guys want to see this stuff. I hear it all the time. It's YouTube and all these other streaming services. So anything you could do to help tell the algorithm that we're here and we want to continue on, I appreciate it. I know they have an Elixir school.
In the most organic way possible.
Actually, that's why I need some a little bit of encouragement, even if it does come from you guys.
Tell all your friends.
Yeah, 100%. We have a full little 3 to 4 minute straight up interview style video on Kynto as well, where what we've already done, distill it all into a simple video, but also where I want to take it, and filmed it in public actually, if you can believe it. There were people walking by and everything. It was mad. Don't know how I did that, but we need to get that out there. Pipe operator, right? So it's essentially our chaining. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to pull up the tabs that we want to look through on Elixir School. I'm going to assemble that in my brain, and then we'll work through it where I talk through it, right? So first just get it in my head, and then that gives me something to actually talk through. Okay, we're definitely looking at OTP concurrency, and I forget who mentioned that. Concurrency problem, you nailed it. And this is one of the things we'll be diving into here.
Public lives get a lot of views, that's why I suggested coffee shop coding sessions, and even McDonald's.
Hey, that's a good idea actually. I've got a perfect spot where I could do that, where I get left alone. Especially since I have a wee bit of a free schedule right now. Yeah, we could try that. Yeah, we've got Kynto. Should be able to just do it. Oh.
Bring Walter as a co-host.
I'm sure he would love to come, but like it would be very hard to explain the programming stuff. But like if you guys are just looking for like you know, the chat, where Kynto's going to go and all that stuff, definitely could do that. But that's my fault. I need to get better at like wrapping borders around these specific stream types, these hyper technical things. And you know, also the fact that like it's great to just have folks on. So yeah, we'll give it a go always. All right. Where was the Phoenix mention I seen? I didn't see it here. I think Phoenix is like the framework that you can add a bunch of stuff to it with.
No, you're the programmer, he can be the jolly hype and just someone else to add to your experience.
Sure. The lowest, like, you know, like there is I'm getting better at it. It's weird having a camera in public, but like when it comes to sitting down, I always have this fear being Scottish that, you know, someone's gonna jack my crap. So I wouldn't be bringing this camera or anything like that. It would just be like, we'd be running it off a MacBook Air, which I think we could get away with. But that would essentially be how I do it. But we do have Kynto, so in the future, we could throw it up on the phone and have it like a little gimbal and stuff, so we could do that. But you guys appreciate this, it's very awkward.
Bring the 9 and the 45.
It's funny you say that. That's the measurements of my lenses. I have a 9mm and a 45mm lens, Micro Four Thirds. I know it's not what you meant, but it's true. All right, let me pick a better song here.
At Lars Maverick says, dude, I am scared of AI. What will be software engineering future?
Software engineering future? No, you should be scared, but here's the thing. Software engineering future is literally what it sounds like.
I thought you were talking about firearms that day, not lenses. Face with tears of joy.
Yeah, no, definitely lenses. Lars Maverick, great question. Honestly, it's something I've been dealing with. Here's the thing. Software engineering isn't just being able to write codes and have it execute, you know, write tests, all that stuff. That stuff is incredibly important to software engineering. But the part that requires a human mind is how do you architect a system in the first place? It could start off with like a business requirement, right? Like I want to create like an Omegle chat app and people should be able to randomly connect to each other. And even just you being able to explain that properly to an AI is a side of software engineering. The problem with AI right now, and anyone that uses AI right now and loves it, will tell you this as well, to actually create systems that can continuously be expanded and scaled and not be all completely broken because you asked it to add a new feature, requires someone that knows how to assemble that stuff in the first place. Okay, so the way I like to think of AI is it's absolutely an amplifier for the human mind already. And yeah, like when it comes to creating like a Wix website or something, like there's no comparison. Like AI is just wiping that out, right? Like, but that happened when we had WordPress come into the scene, and then Wix came into the scene, and people could create sites with drag and drop, and WYSIWYG editors where they could just click elements on a page and retype new content into it. So I think it's important that you see that it doesn't do away with the need for your ability to engineer software solutions. It's just, it absolutely does amplify what you can do. And yes, it can also amplify what other people can do that aren't that great, but know enough to be dangerous. That is 100% true. There's a ton of people that I've worked with offshore that, like, if you look in the short term and they use these tools, it appears like they're equivalent to someone that's been coding for 5 or 10 years in the software development world. But guess what? Put them in front of a production-facing system that has 100,000 people coming on it in like a couple hours period to order, I don't know, a bike or order stuff on Amazon.
It's the greatest educational brain builder I've ever used, but you must know it's a tool and never go down your own psychological rabbit holes using this tool.
That's true. It's also a bit of a sycophant. Even if we just remove the whole personality concept of like what it's like to interact with these systems, at its heart, software engineering is incredibly important. And I even think 10 years from now, it's still going to be important for you to understand the languages that this AI is generating in the first place. So you're able to architect the system, come in and be like, hey, this is a software stack I want. Like, you could use AI to be like, hey, should I use this, or is there better alternatives? And you could use it as a tool to help you also upskill on what you know. But I wouldn't see it as a complete replacement for what you are or what you want to be, because it's just not there. And if it was, we'd already had every single system, everything coded that would ever could be coded already in the past few years. And how many years that these powerful AI tools have been available behind the scenes. But you know, it's just something we definitely wrestle with. I wrestle with it. And there's days where I feel down about it. But like I said, when it comes to when I interact with new companies or companies that have been around for a while that understand the importance of having their systems stay up online, no matter what, and still want to be able to develop new systems and refactor and build new web clients and all that, their first question isn't like, how would you use AI to do this? They want to know how my brain would solve that problem. Because these people that run these companies, at least on the technical side, are aware, exactly aware of their needs and what needs they have not been met yet. They already have AI, they already have agents, they already have as much money as you could imagine to put towards these agents and spin them up and hire a ton of people that don't know how to code. But when, like I said, when it comes to creating critical infrastructure for web and even like e-commerce stuff that's put out in front of a lot of people, it requires human brains to understand the software in the first place. Now, that doesn't mean things aren't going to change in time, or like your role is going to become more abstract as time goes on. But right now, and for the foreseeable future, the internet requires people that know how to code in order to use these tools and get the best out of them. And you can use it as a tool to help you upskill as well. But that's just my tangent on it. I'm going to pick another song and we're going to continue on here and get our local environment set up. But great question. And every time I'm asked that, like there's been some time since I've been asked that one or had that brought up to me. My thoughts on it has changed and grown as well. And I was originally, even just, I don't know, 6 months ago, I was more scared and terrified about it. It's like, well, you know, like I know how to code, and I've been doing this for a long time. Like the fact that this could just be taken away from me and no longer be important, there's a hit to the ego, the soul, and the checkbook. But like I said, don't let that stop you, because you need people to be able to out there to still create systems in the first place. And yeah. All right, song going, volume up. And one of the parts as we explore this language as well, I'm just curious how well that is supported by the AI models in the first place. Like, I can tell you just doing Swift application development as recently as 4 or 5 months ago, and production systems going out to millions of people, literally millions of people using this app every single day. The AI tools were absolutely useless when it came to that. But that's just a syntax thing and a library thing. These models will be updated and eventually be able to work with Swift better. But like I said, at the very heart of it, you got to think about what these systems are trained on in the first place. It's code that's been generated by human beings. And not every human being, and most of us have created a lot of code that is quote bad. Like, I've got stuff out there on the internet that I would use these patterns I would never dream of using today, especially when it comes to create scalable systems. Guess what these models were trained on? My code on GitHub, your code on GitHub from when you were a kid. Like, that's something to be aware of. Doesn't mean it's not also trained on, like, you know, how Chromium is coded and how Firefox is coded and like all these tools that we use every day. It has access to that as well. But that's what it takes, someone with experience that has had things go wrong to be able to look at the code that's been generated and be able to know what's good and what's bad. Treat it as an input and output, and you're part of that loop. And which is really funny, because it's exactly what we're doing with this functional programming language today. It's the same concept.
Pokemon Go was used for mapping and we helped map it all.
No, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Who needs to Google streetcars? Yeah, that was a double-sided thing as well. But I get what you're saying, because it's using AR to augment these little Pokemon avatars on top of people's environments, whether it's telling them to go to this place and put your camera in front of it. Kind of genius in a really dark way. I like that. I don't like that happened, but I like that you brought that up, because it makes me understand why that happened and why it's dangerous. Okay, so it's Phoenix. Let's set up our environment.
Send them out like dogs to map the mesh for $1 million data, haha.
Genius. Absolutely genius. And that's one of the things that bothered me, like, more than AI just amplifies this thing that's already been happening. You guys have seen it since like the death of like the real social internet, which I believe was the world combined like of forums, tripod sites and Lycos sites, where, you know, search engines were immensely powerful way to get your site out there into the world, and you could create something, just put it online and people would find it without you having to, you know, go and market it. The web's been sterilized. It just has, because everybody's reduced where they go to get data in the first place. Like, you go to Reddit, you go to YouTube, some of you go to X, some of you go to Instagram or Facebook, but very few of you are probably going to actual traditional forums. Like, that's where I really connected with the most people. Yeah, it's just speeding up that sterilization process. Like, you can sterilize something by just making so much noise that you just go to the few places where you see the least noise, but still find people. All right, Elixir, ls extension. We'll start off simple. We're just going to put the Elixir extension in our VS Code, which is going to give us like the syntax highlighting, all that stuff. I keep spelling it wrong. Can't find it. Here it says, we're all connected by fiber optic submarine cables, and each country's substation processes it and routes it. Very simple setup once you know how it's done. You know what's funny? We started with the telegraph cables.
It's the unknown that has us adrift.
Indeed. But let's just remember, if you notice the sterilization of the internet before the AI rollout, right? Like, this isn't something new.
Wait, started where?
Telegraph cables. It was literally connecting, I think like Portsmouth in England I think they started, the first cable they ran was to Canada, or was somewhere up in the northeast. And that was the first cable they set up to allow telegraphs to work. And then from there, they used the telegraph wires to support phone calls. And then phone lines got rebuilt out, and then we used that to start basic internet with dial-up. It was just using, it's crazy, it all starts there. All right, we got to use. Oh, we got to spell. Mr. Smith says that is facts, and yeah, it's been evolving. Nothing new about it. Yeah, just the amount of data that could be moved around is the main thing, isn't it? Moving from analog to digital. 1 second, I will be right back. And we'll continue on getting our environment set up here. Alright man, I've not been able to turn off this, yeah, we won't get into it. Enjoy keeping this code related, but I am also very much aware of what is going on in the world.
They forgot to set rules in the right areas before they lit the fire though.
You know, here's the question as well, and this is one of these things that fascinate me, is the emergence principle. Meaning you can't plan certain things. Like when those phone lines replaced the telegraph lines, do you think they imagined a world where digital data such as JPEGs and HTML markup would be transmitted over phone lines? I don't think so. But eventually it was.
That's true. Once time extends far enough, predictability becomes unpredictable.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, we've got to let this dog out before we get coding again. Still pretty chilly in Florida. Just a small update, personal update. We had cold fronts that came here and brought below freezing temperatures for 3 nights in a row. So it looks like everybody's yard, everybody's plant nursery and all the farms have been set on fire. Everything is brown, crunchy. I don't think I lost too many plants yet. We'll check out tomorrow. But yeah, feeling it. We'll see.
Did you get snow?
No, that's a great question. We totally could have gotten snow.
I heard it snowed in Naples.
There was no moisture in the air over here. It was just clear, empty skies. So that's one of the reasons it got so cold here, is there was no cloud layer to hold heat between us and space. You know, because when the Earth is not facing the sun, the ground is facing space, literally facing the vacuum of space. So all the heat that's in the ground, that's in the air, radiates off into space, right? Combine that with an extremely cold Arctic air blast. Oh my God. But yeah, there was no moisture here. If there was rain, it would have hit the snow, that's for sure. But I mean, I'll tell you, even
above.
I've never seen everything look so brown here. There's going to be massive fires, so we're going to charge the drone. I don't think I posted a shot on YouTube, but I did get incredible footage of a giant fire that I posted on, I think it was Instagram, and it's crazy, crazy.
But why did the snow not melt with 500,000 BTU flamethrower I bought?
Oh, that's weird. You have silicon snow. Is it glass? You know something annoying about TikTok? And I noticed if I don't show that, like, they won't let me show my coding environment on TikTok.
Modified, I assume.
I get notifications my stream won't be pushed anymore because I'm restreaming content, which I'm not. I'm sitting here coding or, you know, using a web browser. So I've had to shrink the code window on TikTok to be unreadable, but it's fine. It's one of those things we'll circle back to once we get through some of this Elixir stuff. We'll finish that up. Alright, so we're going to need a version manager. We're going to need to get Erlang installed, the virtual machine, or Beam. So there's a choice there. Oof.
The TV behind you is on.
Yeah, I have it blurred, so that's not picking it up. That's what I thought it was originally. It wasn't that. But I appreciate letting me know. I like calling it ambience. Yep, no, seriously. You know what it was that set the TikTok filters off? Whenever I pulled up Jenkins to do a new Kynto build, it treated it like maybe they just have AI that detects like dashboards. I don't know. But we've not had any of those errors since I've just shrank the code screen, so you can't, it's not legible. Erlang versus Beam. So we just need to get through some, I call it basic stuff, but if you've never worked in this language before, like it's all new, isn't it? What we need to decide if we're going to use Beam's virtual machine or Erlang. Maybe use an ASDF or MISE as a version manager. Pick up there, so.
My brain is strange. I can code, but I can't explain how I learned any of it.
It's relatable.
I think I learn by each project.
That's the way I recommend anyone learn anything, and that's how we're treating this, like, because it forces you to do the basics, quote unquote basics, set up the development environment, set up a staging and production environment so you can actually deploy this stuff.
Each idea I just build with willpower.
Exactly. Exactly. Got some decisions to make. We're just taking a look here. We're starting off just with VS Code. What do we need to get the syntax supported? Learning a language is messy. It really is. It's no matter how you cut it. That's because code itself is messy. You might become familiar or comfortable or experienced in a specific language, but don't pretend it's not messy. How do we open up the extension thing? So it does have.
Someone will give me a problem and I'll just learn how to solve it faster than they could. I'm a consultant, I guess I don't know.
You're a technologist. It's because you're willing to put the brain power in the first place, isn't it? And coding is just an extension of that in the first place. Alright, let's start off with this. We're going to use the Elixlir LS. Let's try it. I guess I trust it. It always feels sketch. And we'll create a new folder before we even get our environment set up here, just so we can start messing around. I have so much in the server, but just because of getting stuff, we'll throw in a subservice.
I make very little, but that doesn't matter. It's just being able to do what envisioned or bringing others' vision to life.
Honestly, I think that sets you up for success in the first place. Yeah, I can't tell you how many people have asked me, like, how do you do this? How do I make a ton of money in code? I'm like, I've never viewed it that way. I just wanted to code things. And like, Mr. Smith, you see it when people ask me how to get into coding, I'll be like, hey man, you gotta have a project. And I recommend you start off with a little game first, because I think game development teaches you a lot about being a web developer, and even a back-end developer if you get to sockets and that. Okay. So we'll pop it in here. All right. And we'll pick this up again tonight. I'll have to sleep and then we'll get up, and then I've got some behavioral tests to do for this company, which actually is kind of stressful. Like, I can do the coding tests, I can do the interviews, even on no sleep. But when it comes to behavioral tests, I'm like, ooh.
There is no money in this without having a broad amount of capabilities. Like, you focus on rounding your knowledge base consistently.
100%. So the file format is EXS, is that correct? No, we have EX here. See, that's where the AI, I want to rely on AI to learn a new language without first looking at existing projects and understanding the fundamentals, because you just don't do it. Or do it, but like have the understanding that you need to come back and learn it properly. Alright, we'll just call it main.ex. And then I think
You're always learning, and it reminds me of myself, like a younger mind.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. When I'm not learning, man, I'll be honest. I don't do anything. I'm not producing, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
It drives you?
Yes, 100%. And I started as a kid, honestly. But I think
like air, you need it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because I've not really lived life, especially as an adult, without coding. Like, that's always how I've paid my bills. It's always what I've worked as. I've never done anything else. Okay, so we can install Elixlir from Homebrew. Homebrew is like a package manager, like apt or Yum, like on Linux, but
I feel that.
Mac. All right, so let's boot up a new terminal window here. See if we've got Doctor installed. I think we do. All right, once we have it.
Okay, code. I'll chill, lol.
No, you're good, you're good. Now we're installing brew install ASDF, which is the version manager for like I said, we're going to be stumbling our way through this. right, we have that installed. Now we want to use ESDF to install Erlang. So we're going to do ESDF space plugin space add space Erlang. Okay, did it do a thing?
They called me Motormouth growing up. Face with tears of joy.
Hey man, no complaints when I'm doing a stream of you. It keeps it lively. Enjoy it. Let's see. Wow. So we didn't have any chatters on TikTok, but we had like 100 people join, so that's a good sign. Hopefully their algorithm starts picking up the fact that like this is code stuff, and yes, it's hyper specific, but that's what I want to do. Same with YouTube. YouTube, get your together, bud. Tired of it.
5 views.
But we did have some people come in that have not been here in a long time, so that was cool to see. But yeah, no, like, you see why why I was excited to expand into other services, because I don't know, I can't explain it. We have been running on Rumble and Twitch and all that, but
Viral Babu.
Where's Viral Babu? Where is he?
I don't know person
Right.
shrugging male sign.
YouTube has so many ads, man. Just try to listen to music here.
I miss the quizzes.
Yeah, those were good. And if you remember, I coded it so we could do that programmatically, but we ran into some issues with the OAuth. There's so many different parts of Kynto that we need to circle around and complete, but as usual, my mind is taking me on another route, and that's where we're going. But we will circle back, especially since you brought it up.
Things in there no one has seen.
That's very true. And some of this stuff I've never seen, right? Like, that's what is funny. No, I mean, like, talking about this new stuff we're diving into.
They see the play box, not the sandbox. Face with tears of joy.
Correct. Correct. And you'll even see, I'm sure most people don't even mean anything bad by it, but they'll come in and be like, oh, you're still working on this? And I'd be like, man, how do I distill it down to explain what I'm actually doing here? That's why I have a little follow-up video that we're going to put out on the channel. Walter helped me record that. He held the camera as I literally spoke in public about Kynto. But yeah, it's a sandbox first and foremost. All right, is this done installing? Yes. All right, let's just take a quick review of what we installed here. So we did brew install autoconf, wx widgets, libxlt, FOP, and OpenSL. All right. I'm not going to explain why we need half of this shit, but it looks like UI.
I don't think most people truly know what you mean by sandbox.
What's a better way to explain it, do you think? Like,
Exactly what it is in a visual mind.
yeah. And that's a good way to put it. Very visual mind over here. Plugin named install. Okay.
It's not a you problem. Face with tears of joy.
No, you're right. But where it becomes a me problem is we want to grow the channel. How do I?
It's a communication barrier though.
There is, yeah. And I've seen a stream that was doing really well. It was a portrait stream, someone coding on YouTube. They had like 200-300 people on their stream, and they had less subscribers than we have. And I was like,
You explain in
Why?
more words.
Yeah, that's true. I think he was just being very like elemental about how he was describing how he's coding. Like he was literally, like as he was coding, he was saying everything he was typing. Do you know what I mean? And like that was basically it. And I think that did well for what he was doing. But what he was even coding, it didn't even stick out much because it wasn't anything crazy. It was just, was it Python, I think? It was just like a back end thing. That was it. But he had hundreds of people watching him. And maybe that goes to the thing, like just because he had something so fundamental, he was able to describe it easier and the algorithm picked up. I don't know. But I keep my eye out for those sort of streams because it's hopeful to see them because it is kind of niche. You know, most people don't see.
You should build a script that has universal Q&As you can reference on desk.
That's true. Yeah, we have this whole thing and I coded it with Kynto, so when I press these buttons it triggers things right on the screen, help and all that. So yeah, we could automate that. It's a good call.
Sick.
All right, let's activate Elixir. So
The Stream Deck idea came to life.
Yes.
That's dope.
Yep. That's maybe my other problem too, is I'm not beating my chest, like saying like we got this done, we did this, and put little videos out about it. I think I should start doing that, even though it feels very unnatural. Because if you really look at how YouTube channels grow, it's not through lives, it's through producing long form content, and then people that like that content want to be on lives. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I see. I could be wrong. Hey, we have the Elixir shell working. Cool. I have no idea what to do with it. I have a rough understanding of syntax, but let's see. Did that quit? No, it won't. Okay, it did. All right, cool, progress. So that's the shell.
AI told me that 10-minute videos do well and to never give too much information.
That makes sense. So I had one video that YouTube is almost going to pick up. It suggested it with like some really large creators.
Essentially keep people in a loop.
Yeah. My mistake was, I think my video was too long. YouTube was picking it up, and I knew this because when I clicked into the stats, I seen it was suggesting it with like really big code creators, like some of the biggest ones out there. And people were clicking it, but they would watch it for 3 minutes and then drop off. And the video was like 15 minutes long. So that wasn't enough of a threshold to tell YouTube, hey, this is a solid video, pick it up. Even though I got like that was my best long form video I've had. So my idea is like, you know what, we'll do a 4-minute video. We'll do 4 minutes. Because if they watch 3 minutes and it's 4 minutes long, that's enough to signal to YouTube, hey, this video is worth watching. They watched 80% of it, for example. But yeah, I appreciate any feedback you could give me because it lets me talk through my thinking as well. It also gives me ideas. All right, so we got the Elixir shell working. Now we're going to see if we can execute this main.ex. We need to do like a hello world first. So what's interesting, it kind of reminds me of like C, like where you use the SD out standard library to, you know, output text into the shell. But instead we're using IO puts. Hello. I don't know if single quotes are supported. That's JavaScript that polluted my mind, so we'll pretend it doesn't work that way. And then there is no semicolons.
Have you ever seen those lives that just gave some guy yelling and hyping while he says he's gonna do something he never does? There is a bunch like that with thousands of views.
Man, I want you to look up Pirate Software, even right now, look him up. He had a huge fallout on the internet
Most
Huge
fuels hate
fallout.
for audience.
Yeah. Well, this guy is exactly what you just described. And he would have tens of thousands of people watching him. Tens of thousands. And he eventually did nothing for so many years while saying he was going to do it, being like this crazy good programmer, that people turned on him and he got destroyed on the internet. He's back now, but look up Pirate Software. He was actually kind of an inspiration, at least when it comes to his shorts, because he was very good at distilling ideas down for shorts. So he was able to attract a lot of people into his shorts. But when it came to live, he had nothing to code. He wasn't able to code. Like, I know he can code basic code. Like, I've seen his stuff. I don't want to diss him too much, but when people actually looked at the code he had on screen, he had gigantic if statements, like 1,000 lines long, for like dialogue trees and stuff. Like, stuff where I'd be embarrassed to show you that. And but he was a signal to me there is an audience that wants to see things coded live, and they want to be able to learn along with you. So, but look up Pirate Software. All right, how do we execute this code? No idea.
That's wild. I'll check it out.
Yeah, please do. Cannot use application name. Okay. Okay, so we'll create a subfolder. Didn't even put anything in it. Interesting.
Easy name to remember.
Yeah, extremely. That might be my problem as well. I just have a crappy name. I don't know. I think it's distinctive. I can't read into it too much because there was a period for, I don't know, 3 or 4, 5 months where the channel was growing immensely and we had a ton of people. They were mostly coming in from India and stuff because of the time I was coming on, but we had a ton of engagement. So, even outside all that.
WKZDlandalan 5092 says, hey boy.
Oh, look who's up, buddy. Are you up early? But another thing I was going to say, Mr. Smith, was I have to feel good about streaming. If I'm not feeling good about it, I won't stream in the first place, and the streams I have are going to be lackluster.
Yee boy.
Yee.
Ideally lands.
Mr. Dylan got a DJI mic. He's
I'm
got
up.
DJI mic 1. That's what's up, bud. I have to go to bed.
Should I be
bro.
on?
If you want to hop on while we round this out, just be aware that we're on the TikTok and that as well. But yeah, you could go ahead and join, bro. I'll pull up Kynto real quick. We're learning a new language, bro. You missed a bunch.
Okay, man.
All right, we're gonna have Dylan join us for a quick moment to sign us out. We're almost got our local environment set up, and we're gonna have to explain everything
I'd be
again to
hopping
Dylan,
on.
but that's good. All righty. While you're hopping on, I'm gonna go ahead and eat some, we call them fries, but chips.
Gang gang.
There's this chick, music creator, she's called Meg Myers. I actually love her music. It's kind of poppy, but it's really good. It's like raunchy, man.
Meg Myers.
Look up, yeah, Meg Myers' Desire. That's my favorite song by her. Watch that, man. You'd be like, oh, damn. I see why he likes it. But she also has Jealousy, which is good. But yeah, Meg Myers. Man, if you could make some music sound like that, I'd be like, whoo, thumbs up.
I'm logging into my book to listen.
Yo. Got a killer voice, man, and plus the tunes are alright. My music taste is extremely diverse right now. But a lot of female vocals, which is funny because I never used to be able to listen to stuff with too much of them. And now I'm just like, bring it on, man.
Yo, what room?
Yo, go to that stream test room and I'll hop in real quick. Dylan, we're learning a new language, a new programming language, one you've never seen before.
Yeah, usually I hate most female vocalists.
Same.
Especially
That's
country.
Changed. That's, oh, well, I don't listen too much country, but I have in the past, but I get it. But when it comes to like this like gothic pop stuff, I'm like, ooh, that's fire.
I'm in it, bro.
All right. Right, we're bringing on my brother Dylan, reporting live from Glasgow, Scotland, where hopefully he's colder than I am in Florida. Hopefully. Bro, can you hear me? You have to share your stuff.
Yo,
Yo, can hear you, bud.
yeah, so
Mr. Smith, can you hear him as well?
I don't know if you can hear yourself feeding back, bro, because my Bluetooth headphones are being
Dang, she's gorgeous though.
Yeah, Mr. Smith, absolutely. That's my type of. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're coming through. Can you hear me?
Aye, bro, I can hear you. Mr. Smith, let me know if you can, but I don't hear any echo. I think we're good.
For a DJI Mic Mini for 20 quid.
Are you on the DJI mic right now? You did good on that, bro.
Yeah, I'm on it now, bro. I'm on it now. I didn't buy a receiver.
Aye, you're coming through clear. Bro, go touch your kettle. Go touch your kettle so I can still hear you as you wander about.
Yeah, I'm up, bro. Like,
Dang, she's pretty dang good.
IRL, because I'm just up, and Uncle Bilbo needs his wee cup and his wee smoker.
Get it done, son. Get it done. I know, bro. Are you okay?
No, bro.
Mr. Smith, Dylan's up at like 10 o'clock AM. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he sounds okay.
Bro,
But yeah, no, she's good, man.
I'm supposed to get new windows, bro.
Oh, no kidding.
My windows are made of wood, and like all my heat gets sucked out them, bro. Like, see when I've got the heat up full blast in here, and early brain. See when I've got the windows closed here, man. Oh, it's freezing, bro. The Jade's hitting like a wee ice cube. You can see your breath in the gas. It's like, it's a bit cold.
She doesn't have any meat on her for that, bro.
Bro, did you know for ages, like, I've only just got big, bro. I was only a stone heavier than when I moved back. So
What's a stone in Mr. Smith units? Because I don't even know, Dylan.
A stone in Mr. Smith
How much
is? It's 14 freedom pounds and 1 stone.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
14 freedom pounds.
14
I don't even know. So
I want to eat some freedom pound burgers, bro.
Bro, when are you going to get your camera set up so you can actually share your camera someday? You've not done that, like, ever. You don't have to do it now, but...
No, definitely.
It does.
I've got an old Pixel 5 sitting there. If you think that camera will be better than what I've got.
Yeah,
What's freedom
definitely,
pounds?
definitely.
Face with tears of joy.
I was thinking about... Oh, I've got a cup with a pipe in it. I don't know if I should...
Libs or pounds, Mr. Smith.
Libs.
But yeah, Mr. Smith, Meg Myers is good, right? Like, you see why I dig her stuff? It's those 2 songs that I play like on a loop, but yeah. She's not bad.
Oh, I thought you were talking about...
She doesn't...
I thought you were talking about Austin Powers.
Pounds of money.
Oh, have you seen the Pentabit?
No,
Meg
pounds
Myers
away.
made his own show. Michael Myers, Austin Powers, he made his own show, bro, when he's like 70.
She is good.
I'm not going to lie, bro. There was one set of boobies in it, man. At the end, man, there was a lot of old people dangled, you know what I mean?
No. Oh, it's a bit wild, isn't it? Dylan, I think today.
Did you hear my kettle, bro? Because I'm right next to it.
No, bro. Like, Mr. Smith, you know, whenever Dylan gets up, like we hear stuff falling over, things tumbling on the desk, and you'll just hear Dylan in the background, like, yeah, you can hear it. Can't hear a thing, but now he's got a wireless mic just like I've got, so he's good to go.
DJI mic for 27 quid, like I said, man.
That's true.
Did I tell you when I got it, the guy was like that, because I felt on the message going, is this the receiver and the transceiver? You know, I didn't know you could use it without the receiver, you know what I mean, just via direct Bluetooth. But if I get the transceiver, it'll be better. But the guy was like, hey, so sorry, I sent your order out, man. Like, I know it's 24 hours.
It sounds better.
Let me tell you something. He's another interesting buyer told me to take some pictures, and I forgot to put that. He's like, I forgot to put a part in. I was like, okay, maybe.
Did he send it yet?
Or something, man. No. It came. It's all here now. But it was like that. I thought it'd be missing a USB cable or something. Like, no, he's missing the whole mic, mate. I was like, that. I've just got accessories.
Oh no.
It came like
Mr. Smith says you sound good, bro, so it's worth it. You sound like a robot there, but it's okay.
You can't tell that I'm super British.
You're not British, you're Scottish. Get it right.
Super British. Right, British. Are you British?
You belong to Prince Andrew.
Oh, bro, Prince Andrew.
Jinxed it face with tears of joy.
Was it Andrew Mountbatten?
He's getting kicked out. Windsor Palace. You're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Till you realise the PDF file.
Distorted immediately after face with tears of joy.
Luxury
I know,
gas.
right?
Bro, he's been moved to another gas that's like 80 kilometers long and like that, bro. Like, I can't even run away to a fart in my house. Oh, bro, when you come over and you're staying here and I do my morning ritual to lift my leg, and you're gonna be like, that's wild, man.
Oh, bro, you better do that on the other side by like, bro.
Hey, my house.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to stay there, Mr. Smith. That's the problem.
We'll station you next to a window, bro. You'll be fine.
You're a bad man. You're a bad man.
Bad man.
Aye, but hopefully Keir Starmer gets the bloody boot, bro. Come on now, get him out of there.
Bro, see if the world goes to war and we tell him to go to war with Keir Starmer, I'm just going to sit there and smoke a fat zooty and be like, definitely not, no day. And maybe if I had somebody like Churchill, you know? A real man.
Yeah.
Somebody that had like half a bottle of whiskey for breakfast. Then
Yeah, and 2 cigars hanging out his mouth.
Aye, but Keir Starmer, bro, he can suck my left toe. I'll
No,
join Keir Starmer if he's on the battlefield next to me, you know what I mean?
Andrew's ex-wife likes having her toes sucked, so don't talk too much about that.
Here, I could be making money. I could be making money for sucking some incest food. Incest toes.
Dylan, so you just woke up and immediately came on the chat.
The window guy at my door, man. I seen you alive when the guy was in measuring windows. I was going to hop on last night, man. I wanted to stream, but
see,
it was 3 o'clock by the time I went to bed, man. I never got enough time.
Mr. Smith will admit it, I just wasn't feeling up to streaming these past couple of days and that, but like I said, I had new language to learn, so, you know, good spot now, but
yeah. There's only something on the mains to start with.
Yeah, well, we're going to code a surveillance infrastructure. That's what we're going to...
True.
I remember, bro, I used to use motion iOS for Raspberry Pis.
What was I going to say? So Dylan, when you get jobs in America now, right, in the tech field, you have to take behavioural tests. And not just one of them, I have two that I have to do, and I have to have them completed in the next 24 hours or I lose this job opportunity. And they spoke to me for like about an hour. But yeah, every other job I've had in my life, I've never had to take behavioural tests, and I'm kind of scared.
I am learning to detach and you are learning to attach.
I've had to take them all the time, bro. You want me to do it for you?
No, I don't think you should do it.
I want me to do it for you, man. Make sure you get that applause when they read it, man, because you can get Baker acted there.
Yeah, no, you can. Definitely can. I think you can get Baker acted from a live stream too, so that's good.
When I come over, I'm not going to tell anybody in Florida yet. I'll tell them I was
Want a
in Florida,
tip?
Stream I was in Florida after I was there. Just in case.
Mr. Swift's got a tip for it, so let us know, buddy. Just a tip.
Woo! Don't tease me now.
Yeah, but it's literally a behaviour test, so it's for a lead developer position, so it requires you know how to like manage other people but not be too managerial or whatever. So I'm just like, oh man.
If they do that go voluntary, then it won't go on your record and they can only hold you for 24 hours.
Oh, so this was Mr. Swift's tip wasn't for the behavioural test for the job application.
I've been there once, winking face.
We're dealing with a Baker Act, so his tip was, if they do Baker Act you, go voluntarily, then it won't go on your record, and they can only hold you for 24 hours as opposed to the 72 hours, which I think is a good tip, actually.
Where were you at when I was in primary school, mate?
Dylan could have used it. The Baker Act should be renamed after Dylan, honestly.
Instead of getting carted away, no?
Mum abused it, I'll be honest.
My son is angry and upset. Hey, wonder. You're not making it better, no. Step aside, move to the left. Ma'am, move along.
You know your rights.
Move along. That almost happened to you, man. We got IHOP. That was good.
I know. So, Mr. Smith, so when I came back from Scotland, after I went truant from school in America,
I can see deeper education, that's intriguing.
I went to Scotland for about a year, and I came back, and then my mum was like, within like the first month, she's like, oh, you're being Baker acted. Like, she's already had experience doing this to Dylan multiple times. And she tried doing it to me, and we got in the car and everything, and I'm just sitting there chill as can be, right?
And I'd pop up there and like, this is not the doctor.
Yeah, so like we're in the car, with Mum's friend. We're in the car with Mum's friend, and like, I think she said something to Mum, like she's like, he seems relatively calm. And eventually we ended up at IHOP. So we never went to Dylan's ice cream spot, we went to IHOP.
Did you know that hospital was the only place that's done sugar-free ice cream? I actually might go back when I come over for a holiday. Just for giggles, because I was debating going to one here, but like over there they've got sugar-free ice cream, you know what I mean?
That's important to a diabetic kid, yeah.
It used to annoy Mum, man, because hopefully I've got sugar-free ice cream this time.
No, you did.
Dang, sounds like my mom face with tears of joy.
Yeah, Mr. Smith. So he says it sounds like his mum too.
Yeah. Bro, you want to have a more showdown? We'll get Big Nick up, man. We'll get Big Nick up, man. That's what we call her. Well, that's what I call her. The Laura Big Nick.
Oh man, the whole family knows the lore.
I know, man. 6 foot Scottish.
You only lived across the street, face with tears of joy.
She slapped the dog out of you, the home.
But it made you a strong, independent Dylan.
That's because I learned that from strong, independent Big Nick.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm a whole woman. Good man.
Oh man, it's 5:20 in the morning.
Good for you.
I'm in your position now, Dylan.
How do you feel?
Tired.
Like
I want to keep going, but But no, I don't need the Zempic, bro. Do you see how skinny I am?
Tell me doesn't need a Zempic chat. It's beautiful.
I'm drinking like cups of milk
How
now,
did we get
Badil, and
here?
try to pull away. How did we get here? I don't know, Mr. Smith. I don't know.
Your boy came on. Hello.
We went from Elixir to Dylan.
Missing time face with tears of joy.
You may not like to admit it, but there's always magic around.
Aliens, alien.
Might not be good magic, but it's magic.
Aye, bro.
Oh, bro.
I wish I booked the tickets that last time we were streaming, bro. It would have been good.
That's alright, bro. You can always get. Bro, it was mine Jade's 13th anniversary, bro.
JK, JK.
I spent 230 quid in the bar. I don't remember a lot.
Dylan, do you want to tell Mr. Smith what happened on your anniversary to you? Yeah.
Well, okay, Mr. Smith, so we went, right, and Uncle Jade was not allowed shots of fireball. Because we call Jade Jadis the Relius Maximus. That's a gladiator name. She's earned it. Don't you tell me any different. Like, see, when we get married, our wedding ring's up.
LOL face with tears of joy.
Jadis the Relius Maximus will be on the inside. You know? And
We have Uncle Jade on the outside too, please.
So Uncle Jade, she wasn't allowed shots of fireball. She's had a couple of shots of Sambuca before. She's like, okay, maybe some Sambuca. I was like, aye, that's fine. So every time but by the way, don't trust Sambuca. Turns out it's stronger than fireball. Fireball is like a cactus blaster. But aye, like that. I was going up to the bar every like 3 to 5 minutes. I was getting
Uncle equals she.
double jack.
Yes.
Shot a fireball, shot a Sambuca. And oh my god. And anyway, yeah, well, even the bartenders were like, hey, how are you not getting hey, if I drank a quarter, would you drunk? I'd be very messed up.
I like how you say it in an American accent, but okay, continue.
It's because it's an American sports bar. But,
Oh, okay, got you.
they're like, oh yeah, we'd be messed up. I'm like, because I went in, I did go up at first to the bar, and I was talking to the ladies that Jade heard me, I was like, yes, hello, oh, how are you doing? Oh yeah, yes, shot fireball, please. So, yeah, I was explaining to them it was our 13th anniversary, and I'm like, I'm dildos here to get messy, you know what I mean? I'm like, no, this isn't like 3.5 months, 2 days, 2.5 days, I'm like, it's 13 years, I'm getting messy, you know what I mean? And see, after they said if we drank as much as you drank, we wouldn't be able to stand. That's where everything goes black, brother.
Aye, but you made it home.
Turn music a bit
I
lower.
made it home. Uncle Jade got put in the back of a car. Like she got put in the back of a police car.
You got a
I
police
don't know
ride
where
home.
Jade was, man. Jade has a magic habit of disappearing sometimes when she's mad right in the mood. I've obviously been fighting somebody. I've no sent you. I've speed butted somebody, brother. Because I've got a few wee cuts in my hand and I've got some cuts on my knuckles as well.
Oh no,
And
I'm sorry.
I don't
That's
know
terrible.
where I was for 2 hours.
Thumbs up.
Well, I've got like a 2-hour voice note. I've got a 2-hour voice note that I never knew I recorded. In the morning I just sent it to Jade because I went to send her a message. I'm like that. You know, like that, like 2.5 that I don't know where the hell I was. And she's like, I'm like, well, I've got it in a voice note. I'm gonna send it to you. Bro, it's got the coppers discovering me on my front door because I thought Jade had the keys. So after my madness, I came back here, noticed the door was locked. You know how it'd be with mum. I'm alright with sleeping outside. I'm full of bed. So I slumped down right outside my house, right outside my front window actually. You know what I mean? And then, like 3.5 seconds later, I thought I was there for about an hour and a half, but this all happens within like 3 minutes in the voice note. I thought I fell asleep for like an hour and a half or something, right? No, but a copper comes, bro. I wake up to a copper kicking my shoe. You know what I mean? Because I'm just lying. I look a state.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just lying there, right? And he comes over and kicks my shoes, and my dart's open. My eyes start open. I'm usually a bam to the police, bro, but I was so nice to him. Thank God. But he's like, alright, pal, how you doing? I'm like, how do you know me? What have I done? And they're like, no. I'm looking for my missus, man. I don't know where she is. And then the cop is like, is her name Jade? I'm like, it definitely is. How do you know? I'm like, we've got it in the back of the car. I'm like, oh, like you're back. And they did.
But Dylan, one thing you never told me is why she ended up in the back of the car. I guess you don't have any
I don't know, bro. I
recollection.
think my neighbours called the police on her because she was kicking the door trying to get in. But I wasn't here for that. You know, I went up to my mates for, I don't know, let's just say an awakener. You know?
Oh, okay.
I don't even remember it. That's the only reason I went. But you know me, brother. I went up to my mates and I had one of them, you know, a wee awakener. And that's how I think I sobered up enough to like realise that, holy crap, man, it's the first time I've ever lost a bit of smoke, brother. That's what I was raging about. Jade's like, I'm sorry, you spent nearly 300 quid.
So she was wasted, lol.
Where's my cabbage? You know what I mean?
They both were.
Everything else, bro. It would have been a win if I still had my bud. I've just paid for that because that was supposed to be extra extortionate, but it was flavours.
So you had a good anniversary, but Mr. Smith said the
You
UK.
blacked out, lol.
Why are you apologising? She's like, well, we obviously must have had some argument. I'm like, I'm not even counting it if I don't remember it. She's
Well,
like,
Dylan,
okay, me neither.
You left out one thing though. You sent me a picture of a. No, I don't know if I should say it. You want to say it?
Well, you say it.
Okay. So Dylan sends me a picture. He's like, I don't know why this is going on, but there's a car on fire. I don't know what it was.
Well, bro, that's just up the street from me. That happened.
Okay.
That happened as I was going up to pick up a bit of my bud, man, because I wasn't walking it. Thank God to be. Aye, bro, there's something in Scotland.
LOL face with tears of joy.
It doesn't need to just be for nefarious reasons, but like when you owe somebody money here, we call it paying your tick. If you take something, you don't pay for it, and somebody's giving it to you to borrow, per se. Until a certain day, we call that tick. And see if you don't pay your tick in Scotland, that'll happen to your car.
So that's prison rules, essentially, man. I've watched enough Lock Up Raw.
Scotland's just a big prison, bro. Like,
It is.
did you know they're getting away with the not proven verdict here? Because Scotland's the only place in the world, bro, that has
So they cocktails their car.
guilty, not guilty, and not proven. And they're getting away with not proven.
Oh, really? So that's going to make you an American thing where it's like not guilty, or what's the other one?
That's it. Like not
Adjudication
proven, there's
withheld.
Enough, like not proven as like there's enough.
That's some American type stuff.
You know, killed or something. Like they couldn't prove that you're the one that pulled the trigger, but they have it like they can't prove you're the one that killed them, but they can prove you're there. That's what not proven is. You know,
Wow.
So like there's evidence to support you were there, but not enough to substantiate that you done.
So
it.
Mr. Swift has a question. He says the UK is introducing local message scans on a local level. How do you feel about this, Dylan? So I guess like like the feds in the UK can already see your message.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Good luck. I'm on Android. Track me if you
Well,
can.
Bro, Android isn't the exempt. Come on now. Like anything that's over the messenger or any of that. We already have this in America, but he's saying at
I
local
can
level.
install. I can if I really want.
Even easier to track.
The reason I got the Google Pixel 6 is because it's the first one that's got like KVM enabled on it and it's chipped properly, so it can run like proper like virtual machines and stuff on it.
I know that's how
I
it
run
should
iPhone
work.
and I'm in lockdown mode.
But bro, but you use the messenger and you've said some things on Messenger where I'm like, I don't want to get deported from the country I am in. I don't know if I should open this. You've got better though, bro. Since we've started streaming, you've got better.
They're not going to care about my wee care package, man, and there's people moving pounds and stuff, you know what I mean? They'll spend more money trying to take me down than they will.
Have you heard of lockdown mode?
You know what I mean?
I've not heard of lockdown mode. Let me Google that. So it says there's a lockdown mode for iOS. Oh, wow. Wow. Good call, Mr. Smith. I am gonna have to enable that. I did not know about lockdown mode on iOS.
Go to
It
settings
really-
and type in lockdown mode.
Touching one of my phones, man. I'm actually gonna buy an old phone to do it.
Oh, I seen a really funny Star Trek edit today, Dylan. I had, you know, The Sopranos.
Right.
I had them overlaid in a Star Trek episode, and Tony Soprano's phone goes off, and it's like the beep 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 beep, like the original 1990s cell phone.
Aye.
Bro, I started
Yeah.
laughing. Yeah.
Right. Bro, did you know Gran's got 2 phones? I told her she looks like a drug dealer.
What's she running about with the 2 phones for? What's going on?
One of them has my grandpa David's SIM in it, I think, but she's like that. I did that before she had one to phone mum. Remember, mum used to buy like the Sprint cards.
It hits security in some of the most important areas.
I am turning it on right now, Mr. Smith. Appreciate you.
That's what it is. That's. What was I saying?
What?
Jesus.
Oh, why she's got 2 phones?
No, because one of them before Gran had one to talk to mum, and then she had a Tesco number because Tesco here they have like their own phone service, and it's free
Of course
to
they
call
do.
their Tesco phones.
Oh no, no kidding.
Aye, this was all
Imagine
before
having a
WhatsApp,
Publix
so-
phone, bro. I would love a Publix phone. I'll take it.
My favorite is Stingray Deflection.
What the? As long as it's not a Walmart phone.
Bro, that's track phone.
See the
We've already
anti-downgrade.
had those for years.
Bro, I can't wait to show Jade Walmart.
Oh man, you've seen the episodes where we've sat there, went on the Walmart fails subreddit, right, and just pulled some stuff up.
We need to do something like that too soon, bro. For
Yeah,
real.
we need to do a React episode. I think that'd be good.
Wait there. Somebody's trying to phone me and I don't know where my phone is and it's coming through my headphones. I
Right,
don't want to
okay.
speak to whoever's phoning. Yeah. Can you hear me, brother?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Aye. Yeah, cool. Aye, my headphones connected to Bluetooth devices, and whichever one makes sound like takes priority. So
No, bro, this setup's worked better than what you've had so far. So hopefully you'll be able to duplicate your audio so we can still have this mic.
I will
coming into
develop a
Kynto.
way for anyone to build their own phone.
I know I will be able to.
Please do it,
definitely
Mr.
will.
Smith.
Yeah, I know, because it'll be the way I had it set up before.
Right, perfect. All right. As much as I hate to do this, we'll wrap it up in like the next 5-10 minutes. It's almost 6 in the
Yeah,
morning.
that's
Like I
cool.
said, I've got some stuff to take care of. I've got to do behavior tests, and I'm like, oh, I should get like a good night's sleep first. So I'm not too, yeah.
Yeah. Just do the test on stream. We'll help you answer.
We might have to do that, bro. We might have to do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll into town,
Whatever I say, go against.
do the opposite of what Dylan says. That's good advice.
I don't.
I'm most relaxed when I'm sleep deprived.
Oh,
Well,
Mr. Smith,
I'm
there's
not
a
even
limit
liking
for me.
OBS, bro, but it's actually working. It's playing nice with Kynto as well.
I did notice that, and I was listening to music before I shared my microphone into Kynto, and as soon as I shared it, it made the music go quiet. So I did notice that.
That
Oh.
it takes priority over some things, bro. I think.
True, gotta be in a balance or it'll feel like you're being interviewed. Hi.
I think that might be it.
Aye, Mr. Smith. For the behaviour test, I think it's all AI driven or whatever, but like that's even worse, man.
Oh.
It's even
Oh.
worse.
Oh,
Like I'm
bro.
I'm- yeah.
I think I can make AI cry, bro. I've done it to a few teachers and a couple of therapists.
Oh
So-
god. Oh god.
How's AI any different? I think I might be able to make it melt down if I had a good enough conversation with it. it was just for giggles and that, you know.
Oh,
But, like,
just for
asked him
giggles,
for-
buddy.
I asked
Uh-huh.
him for a wee recipe for
Feds are
Mayhem,
training on
and he
AI.
gave it to me, and I'm like, yup, he's not seen the light of day to anybody.
Oh. So,
That's all I can
Dylan,
tell.
we're going to have to do a couple of things, right? Because here's the plan for the next week. What I've got to learn a new programming language. If I take this job, I have to do a whole
JD
new
Vance told
programming
them
language.
learn their new Gemini platform.
But I also want to do a React video with you. I want to react to some stuff.
You
That's
cut
what I'm
out,
saying.
bro.
You're going to have to send me some
You
stuff.
cut out, all I heard is you want to do a React video. Sorry.
I want. Yeah, no worries. So we got to do a React video, but more importantly, I've got to learn this new language. So that's where we started to stream off tonight. I spoke about it. We didn't get too much into it. I got the local environment up,
It's like,
but yep.
even if you're needing a break or something to do it, man, we can watch a few videos on break.
That's true. You want to learn a new language? Do you want to go through the setup process? I like that's your response,
mate
Dylan. Oh,
Living and smoking, great depression.
how's Charles doing?
Charlie's alright, man.
I feel that my guy.
He's always, man.
Blaze up.
He's always a bit
He's on the bevy.
So, I think he's getting along. I've not saw him in a while. Like I said last time I saw him, bro, I fell asleep at his house.
That's good.
We were watching. I fell asleep in his house, bro. I fell asleep in his bed. They put a scary movie on. I was like, ha!
Has he got a TV back, bro? Last I heard, he didn't have a TV.
Life has no purpose but the purpose we give it to enjoy winking face.
That's true, Mr. Smith. It's very absurdist
think-
of you, but it's true.
On with my headset. It's alright. Luckily, bro, you can't even hear yourself when I'm talking.
No.
Like, I can listen to stuff. I can have stuff on the TV now, bro.
Truth is grim.
That is Mr. Smith. You'd see why religion was born. And I've done a lot of studying on the major religions, especially the ones that are like, you know, enjoyed in America, but oof.
Bro, we're gonna.
Dylan, you're a robot.
You
What are
don't
you
have-
saying? What?
Me and my pals, bro, like every time we have a wee stuffy session, we're gonna write a page of it looks spooky, and when we die, like 1,000 years, we'll dig up a.
Dylan, I don't know if your connection's going to be. You sound a wee bit robotic, buddy.
Oh, I think it's my Bluetooth, bro.
Okay, I think it is. Too many things connected. There is a problem with that on.
No,
You
it's
only
not
have so
two
much
things,
bandwidth.
That's the wild thing, but it's Windows 11. It's the way Windows 11 manages Bluetooth devices, bro. It's really.
It's crap, innit? Well, Dylan, I learned some Scottish Gaelic. You know how you say and? Agus.
Oh.
Agus. Like A-G-U-S. Alright, we'll start winding this down because Dylan's disappeared because of Bluetooth and Windows. He's blaming it on Windows. So we're going to blame this on Dylan tonight. even though he did nothing wrong. And Mr. Smith says, religion was needed essentially because we can have met true civilizations without religion. That's true. That's true. You had to have something for everybody to fear, essentially, to operate under. Makes sense. And he also said, indoctrination was necessary to harness control on masses in order to create structure.
Oh, let's indoctrinate a few people.
Fear is a great source of manipulation and punishment as effective as create survival. No, it's true. And that's literally what I just said before you sent the message. Like, if you put the fear in God in someone or a civilization, it's way easier to build cities and operate gates and do the basic things.
Aye. And get certain people to build your pyramids, if you know what I mean.
Is that the help, Dylan?
Nah, bro, I've still got that server. We could so get the help.
Sheeple.
Yeah, Dylan, we're going to do a game stream. Today was the first day I played a video game for like 2 hours, bro, in like over like 6 months. The last video game I played was Resident Evil Villages, which is like Resident Evil 8, I think.
Bro, do you know how I discovered not to go to the mental ward?
How, Dylan?
Just sit in the house and get bageled and play some games. Like,
Gotta think outside of the pin, thinking face with tears of joy.
You know?
No, that's true. I was playing, you know that TV show, The Expanse?
Yeah.
Bro, it's a great TV show. I recommend anyone watch The Expanse. It's the close, like, it's not like true, like, it's the closest thing we have to like what space flight could look like in the future, right? You know the ring system and all that, but like it uses orbital mechanics to navigate from planet to planet.
What is it
in the
on?
solar system. Expanse? I don't know. Let's see. No, look at that iron drives, bro. Exactly. Let me see. It's on Prime Video, Mr. Smith. No, there's no.
Did you know, bro? I'd totally go up like, oh, you can't bring nothing with you. I'd just bring a bunch of seeds with me. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey. These grow a hell of a lot faster than a tree. You know, and we can use them for everything.
Mr. Smith, you'll enjoy that show. I think you'll enjoy it. It's genuinely good. It's like I enjoy the Star Treks and that. Really good, and I've watched.
I do have Prime, unfortunately.
But The Expanse is like a dirty Star Trek. It's dirty, like it's like what civilization would actually look like in an Earth space situation. Like the Earth is all polluted and destroyed. Man, it's good. It's a good show. What's that, Dylan?
Oh, it's a really good show. Completely different concept, but it's funny as anything, bro. Me and Jade started watching it. It's actually based after a UK series. It's really good. It's called
Emma, watch it now.
Ghosts, right? And it's all about this lady that she inherits a home, right? Because her great aunt or something dies, and they decide they want to turn it into a hotel. This isn't giving away anything because it happens in the first episode. But while
I'll go for it.
When she
it's an American show, right? Yep.
Yeah. Well, when she inherits the place and she decides to turn it into a B&B, right? And while she's like renovating the place, bro. She has
Oatmeal
like
cream pie.
Experience, right? And after she has this near-death experience in this hotel, she's surrounded by ghosts, right? You've got ones for all different stages of life, and there's an old black opera singer. There's an old white lady. There's even like an old original Viking that landed on the beaches there and got left there.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It's all about, bro. They all have unique ghost powers. You know what I mean? There's one called Flower. She got killed by a bear, but every time somebody
old white lady
to get high. Like
yes, Mr. Smith. Old white lady.
So it's just about like these ghosts, and they've got 11 person that can help them do stuff. T-Money, Trevor's like a Wolf of Wall Street doctor that died, lawyer that died without any pants on.
So he's stuck with no pants on the entire time?
Yeah, he's stuck with no pants on, bro. There's a guy called Pete in it. He's a scout leader. He got shot with an arrow through the neck, By one of his, bro, it's so funny.
All right, I'm gonna have to have someone get that for me so I can watch it on Plex hypothetically. Good call.
Oh, bro, it's so good. There's another one we watched. I think it was on Netflix, man, called Haunted Hotel. And I think it's kind of the same basis, but it's a story, or it's a cartoon in this, and it differs in a wee bit, man. Like, she's got kids in it. The one that's the American one that I was talking about doesn't have any range in it. But like our kids, one of them's basically in love with a teenage ghost. The other one is trying to become like a demon hunter, and is learning dark magic, and like she's also taking care of this kid that's technically immortal because it's possessed by a demon.
Dang, there is
Crawls up the
6
walls and
seasons.
stuff.
Mr. Smith, you'll blast through those seasons, bro. It's so good. It's so good. But what's the name of that show you were just saying, bro? That
Find a
wasn't
show
Ghost,
called The
somehow.
Revolution.
Revolution. You ever heard of the TV show Revolution?
Doesn't watch.
I haven't, but oh, you've heard of it? Okay. Wait, it has Prince in it? I'm confused.
It got cut randomly, but if you watch it you might understand why.
Okay. I typed the wrong thing. Okay, it's a sci-fi show. Oh, it has that one chick from oh, what's the one with all the aliens? When they come to the Earth.
Taxi driver. Bruce Willis.
Oh, what is it called? Oh, V. There's a TV show called V, so it has the blonde chick in it in The Revolution. I noticed her right away. V is a great show. They cancelled that early. It was originally released in like the 70s, like a long time of Battlestar and all that.
Bro,
But they
I
did a
think I've
remake
seen
of it in the
a bit of that.
2000s. We seen V, bro. We watched it on South M Street, not South, J
Yeah,
Street,
there
behind
you
the
go.
Checkers. That's where I put
There
it
you
on, bro.
go.
Yeah, you got it. I can't believe. Of course you remember it. But yeah, V's a good show. Mr. Smith has the same chick in it. But I'll check out The Revolution. I'll get that sent over so I can get that.
Revolution.
My bad.
Bro,
You're starting to sound like you want some frogs.
Bro, the show Pluribus is really good. It's an Apple TV show. Have you heard of that,
Revolution
Dylan?
2012.
No.
Oh man, it's really good. Okay, so here's the premise of it. So you know how we have the SETI project where it's like all these radio stations on the Earth with astrophysicists listening, you know, to see if any of these alien worlds talk to us, right?
Aye. Oh, we got a
One of them does. So they transmit a bunch of code over, and then they essentially figure out, oh crap, this is like DNA or RNA. So they basically
Yes.
take the RNA sequence and put it into a mouse, and then the mouse bites a human. Bro, I'll just tell you that much. It's actually really good. It has like Hagmind in it, and it's like a new show. It's good, bro. Watch it. You'd like it.
What's it called again?
Pluribus.
Pluribus? Probably.
Yeah,
Sounds
Pluribus,
sounds
like
some sort of
PL.
dog, but it sounds really good.
Can we really do this?
Yeah.
Like, that sounds like I like stuff like that, man.
Mr. Smith,
Sounds real.
yes. Yeah, no, 100%. Mr. Smith, yes, it does sound real. And when I seen the premise, like when I was watching that first pilot episode, and I'm like, oh my God. Literally, if we just,
Yeah,
if
this
like
stuff
the only way
crazy.
for aliens to travel space, like it's not to physically build ships, but send out a signal of like RNA or DNA that like intelligent species would then recreate on their planet. Oh my God, that's genius. Because that's a way to like spread yourselves.
Basically just got them to 3D print themselves.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Dylan, it's killer good because of that concept. I'm like, oh my God, this is a way for civilization to spread throughout the universe to anywhere where there's intelligent life. That is like has machinery or technology to be able to first of all take the radio signals and be like, oh, this is RNA. This is what we're composed of, you know, and then take that.
It's literally code, send it via light source.
But did you know people, man, like when the first radio towers...
Like fiber optics.
I know it sounds like mince, but see when the first radio towers and stuff got built, that's why there's laws on what frequencies and stuff you can broadcast on, bro. People, if they live close enough to a tower, would hear the radio in the fillings.
That's true. That's true.
It would like vibrate their fillings, man. Imagine getting Serious FX or something on your tooth, bro.
Get like the strain coming through on your tooth. The strain is also a good TV show. It's vampirism, but like instead of like vampires, it's a biological agent that makes people that way.
Direct
Bro,
energy weapons.
Oh, bro,
So-
I start watching more sci-fi.
Bro, yeah, bro. We got you on the
bro.
sci-fi.
It's only, bro, I showed Jade Tales from the Twilight Zone, man. She's like, whoa.
Mm.
I'm like, yup. Bro,
You also have the Outer Limits. Don't forget about the Outer Limits.
Huh?
The Outer Limits. So you think it's the same show, but it's not. Bro, I also watched that as
I know
well.
the
Yep.
Outer Limits and I know the Outer Limits, bro. You know what one she put me onto that's kind of the same? Creep Show.
Really? All right, you got me on one.
Creep Show's really good, bro. Creep Show's so good. It's like one of those 80 horrors as well, like TV shows, but it was so good, bro. They redone them like a couple of years ago.
Perfect, bro. I'm grabbing it. Watching it.
You'll know the wee guy on it because he looks like a wee monster in Creep Show, and he's always there. He's like the mascot, you know.
Awesome. Yeah, no, bro. Like, you ever watch an exchange sci-fi show, guys? Ooh, I'm down.
Bro, Tales from the Twilight Zone. We used to watch that in the site pod. I was like, I like this.
Cyber War 2016.
Sitting there messed up in Respiridol and Haloperidol and Seroquel.
And just forgot the sugar-free ice cream.
Can't you forget that?
Nah,
So,
bro, we don't even
Mr. Smith
sugar-free
recommends
ice cream.
Cyber War 2016. You don't get sugar, bro. I don't even think we found it in America. You just got it in the board.
No, you do get it. No, bro, you don't even get sugar-free sweets here. Like I've seen
Really?
sugar-free sweet my whole time. Now, bro, if you're diabetic here, you're going to need to learn how to eat some sugar. Or no eat it at all.
Bro, if I become diabetic, we've got problems, bro. I don't think I would fare well.
No. The only thing that does me good here, bro, is diet juice is cheaper than most regular juices because of sugar tax.
Wow, I didn't think of that.
Aye. Everybody's like, oh no, my juice has changed flavour. I'm like, I drank diet anyway. Mine is still the same.
So, Mr. Smith, they have a sugar tax in the UK. I think Coca-Cola pays the fine, you just have to pay more for it. But, like, all the soft drinks over there essentially had to cut the sugar in half.
It's only certain places that will do 2 litres like Diet Coke here as well. I showed I showed you it, bro. To skirt around it, bro, they do a 1.75 litre.
Dad, you mentioned that.
A 1.75 litre of Coca-Cola. If I cut out,
That's good, though.
My bedroom, get some juice.
Ah, Mr. Smith, they messed up Iron Brew that way. Like, I still drink it. I've not bought it since I lost my job.
Nah,
It's like I can't afford $40 per 12 bottles of Iron Brew anymore. But it did mess up the flavour a bit. Like, I still enjoyed it, but like, we don't have a 1911 over here, bro.
1901, you don't? Oh.
1901, that's it. Yeah, yeah. 1901 is like the original. Yeah, because they put aspartame in it.
I think we should start screw the Iron Brew, brother. I think we just need to go to our House of Government.
I wonder if Sam's Club has it.
Say we want original recipe Coca-Cola.
Mr. Smith, you should check. Oh, Dylan, yes, I would.
Watching
I
The
know
Expanses.
exactly. I know what you're saying about the original Coca-Cola, and yes, I do agree. Very much Queen Victoria over here.
No wonder our great grands and stuff, man, were walking.
Some chick struggling in space.
In the snow backwards. I'd be able to do that too.
Walk 6 miles to school. Mr. Smith, stick with the Expanse, bro.
Backwards.
3 episodes in, you'll be hooked to the story, and you'll blast through it. It's so
Cola,
good.
LOL.
Oh yeah, Mr. Smith gets it. Mr. Smith knows what we're talking about with the Victorian Coca-Cola.
That's nuts.
Bro, don't remind me, I'm almost up at 6 in the morning. I'm going to have to shut this down. But I'll be back.
You better, you're the first person that helped me test it tonight.
Ah, bro, it came through good.
Yeah,
Like, there was a couple of times where you went robotic, but that's it.
That's probably the Bluetooth driver in the laptop rather than the mic itself, I think.
No, the mic's solid. It's super clear. If anything, we could boost your audio in the next stream, which I'll do, so you're louder, but it's clear. That's a good problem, bro, because that means I can control the sound. We're good to go.
It's not too...
No, it sounds like you.
Bro, I'm so happy I got it for like 26 quid.
You did well. You did well. I told you, bro, you just needed that DJI one. You didn't need like the 2 or the 3. I think that's like the 3 now it's out. I wouldn't even upgrade.
Wow.
These mics are so good for what they are. And they have the built-in voice cancellation. I have the one with the receiver too, so I can change the, you know, the gain and that. But even without that, bro, it's fire. It's fire. Before I do show,
We will have AI systems in space soon.
I'm going to buy the receiver next, but like that and a camera.
yeah, bro, the phone is a good in between. It is because, bro, you can use it as a virtual webcam on your PC. No problem.
Yeah. That's what I was going to do. Just use the back camera on it. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, if you wanted to be lazy, you could just use Kynto to do it. That's how I did it for the first year of streaming, which was honestly when I had the most people on my chats, was just doing the most basic setup. As soon as I got all this nice camera and stuff, it's like, well, stuff went to crap, but whatever.
How do we travel light speed without destroying ourselves?
It can be used for other things too.
Mr. Smith, that's a great question. How do we travel light speed without destroying ourselves? Here's the problem. Even with the best technology we've got, we'd essentially have to set off nuclear bombs behind a spaceship, and we could get to the speed of 10% of light speed doing that. Yeah, I've read a lot into this, bro. I'm so into space stuff, but yeah.
The propulsion, bro, but you need a big radiation shield behind that nuke too, or in front.
Yeah, and where's all that nuclear crap going to go? It's going to fall back to Earth eventually. You have to get quite far away from the planet to do that.
Did you want a big, nice crystallized rock of radiation because you made it?
A spicy rock. That's my favorite description of radiation sources from rocks. Calling them spicy rocks, bro. I'm like, that's good. That's like Uncle Jake.
If you traveled circles around the Earth at light speed long enough, you'd time jump.
So Mr. Smith said, and he's actually tying into something here, this is orbital mechanics. So he's like, if you traveled circles around the Earth at light speed long enough, you time jump, which is true. But this is actually the only way we can actually gain speed is to literally, like, if you look at like the Voyager probes or the Cassini mission or any other probes we've tried to send out to the outer solar system, we have to use orbital mechanics, literally slingshot around the planet Earth, the planet Venus, and the planet Mars.
Using the gravitational pulls to like launch off each other.
Yeah, but here's the messed up part, and this is something they don't talk about. Every time you do that, like you loop around a planet, you're actually stealing some of its orbital momentum. So if you did that like 1,000,000 times, you could actually get to the point where you actually take enough speed away from the planet to like slow its rotation, or even yes, yeah, no, there's cost to it because you're literally you're robbing.
You take
that's exactly
energy. I want it back.
That's exactly like Venus right now. It's circle. Its year is shorter.
We must find what near infinite source could power this. Haha.
Oh, Mr. Smith, I think the most likely option. Like, here's the problem with space travel. So, say even you could go light speed. Say you went to like
and
Alpha
build an
Centauri,
engine for it,
which is like 4 light years away.
You got home though, would they not?
Yeah, but here's the problem as well. So you go to like Alpha Centauri, and I'm off by like 2 or 3 light years, right? But just let's pretend it's 4 light years away, right? Alpha Centauri, right? Our closest star system. Say we got there. If we sent a message, right? No, yeah, okay, but say we sent a message through like a radio, it takes 4 years to get there. And then it takes 4 years for the response to come back. That means it takes 8 years to say, hello, what's up?
Wait, no, but could you imagine playing COD on that, bro? Could you imagine your lag? Nah, bro, I saw you like 3 years ago.
Exactly. So here's the problem. Never mind, like, let's ignore the fact that even traveling.
No? They could do relay stations, no?
No, bro. Like, I get why you'd say that, but it's literally that like light speed is a limitation of all like, radio waves, bro. So including visible light, including
Have light
radio
speed
waves,
babies to carry on LOL.
Yeah, because all those stars are dead. We're looking at them now, and we don't even know that.
They are. Yeah, no, the majority of the stars we see in the sky are literally ancient. But yeah, that's the problem with space travel. I think we are literally in a prison universe, and we will be here until we're not.
I think we can. No, same solar system, definitely, bro. Like,
Yes.
they might even,
Yeah.
I think even maybe even before we die, they'll get like the first dude in Mars. You know what I mean? Now, but
Yeah.
I want to get my ticket. It's somewhere there.
But we're not going to other star systems, bro. It's not
Oh,
happening.
no.
I wish it would.
Oh,
I
no,
want
but
it to
see,
more than
honestly, bro,
anything.
like, see if they like that. See if they figured a way to synthesize insulin. I'd be like, I would go, bro. I'd be like, aye. Let me go. I'll build you some nice tarpaulin houses. You know.
No, bro. Bro, I've you know how obsessed I've been with space.
We
and
won't though
medicine,
because
right?
we have to have a reason to fund it.
Same with space. See, when I was locked up in the nut house, bro, it's the only thing I could look at.
Yeah.
I got in
Oh, I
trouble
get
for
you.
capturing lizards and bringing them in.
Anyway, that's a depressing thought, innit? And like the only way we could get around that is like exploiting.
It must have benefit.
Have you heard of the dark forest theory, though, brother, about the universe?
I have. That like it's good to be quiet because if you attract noise,
we're not the only
you.
ones in the universe, but we're the only ones stupid enough to broadcast.
That's why we are just now going back to the moon.
Dylan's done
We
his
found
space
data.
research. I can tell, bro. I can tell.
Man, we're waiting for
I can
Gorlock, devourer of worlds. You know, I mean, it's going to pick up our like radio signals one day, and it'll be like ice space or something. It'll be like, this is a planet to eat.
Yeah, 100%. Or like the Queen's Jubilee or some crap like that. Yep,
Ah,
exactly.
That, bro, that old bat died about 10 years ago. What you talking about her for? See if it's the Queen that gets us eaten by a space whale, bro. I'm not going to be happy.
And yeah, Mr. Smith, you're right. You're right. We're supposed to be. That's the Artemis mission for the moon mission. We should actually be launching at the end of this month, I believe. And look,
Nuclear
I hope it
power can
happens.
create light speed
It's
power.
the Voyager probe or whatever, man. It's like the one that's been out there the longest. It was only supposed to last a wee while.
But here's the
still
problem,
going.
Dylan. You know how long it'll take to exit the Oort cloud? About 100,000 years. The Oort cloud is like the
That's it.
final barrier of our solar system. 100,000 years.
That's a wee bit longer than I've got, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe
Yeah,
just
it's
a
traveling at
little
like
bit.
47,000 miles an hour, the Voyager probes. Yeah, no, we've got a problem. Mr. Smith
see-
says
see the
nuclear
science
power
of-
can't create light speed power. No. You need
See-
infinite energy in order to move mass anywhere close to light speed.
No, we're gonna have to
unfortunately.
get really good at solar panels. That's my bet.
Solar cells. Yeah. So here's a couple of ways that like we're going to be able to like explore further is, you know, with ion drives you can have infinite acceleration. But the problem is-
I've been watching some
Yeah.
YouTube channels.
Here's the problem with it though, that the speed gains are so small. Like the only way that becomes like you actually gain any velocity is over very large timescales. Like,
Well,
but yeah,
just have a couple of rockets on it to get it out of space.
We need the
And
Infinity
then
Stone.
Start slowly going every 10 years, give it a wee 10-minute boost. Come on.
no, but that's what they want to do with the nuclear explosions behind spaceships. Essentially, is the boost, and then you run an ion drive the rest of the time.
But just imagine, man, like there is things out there with warp drives, man, just setting off nukes as it's pulling into the next lane. Essentially.
But
You know what I
Mr.
mean?
Smith, that's the
Imagine
only
being the wee
that's
bunny rabbit alien man that gets nuked for merging too early.
just for some dumb monkey species to go 10% the speed of light. That's
stupid
us.
primates. Stupid
Yeah.
primates, and we're sitting there like boom, boom, boom. We'll be like the orcs of the universe.
Setting up bombs just to go down the road.
They doing it in space zero gravity on this show.
Monkey hangs, man.
Mr.
Like
Smith, so
sentient
the
gases,
expanse is renowned for even people in physicists and that. They love the expanse because it's the closest example of what a space civilization would look like from Earth. Like they actually use orbital mechanics and all that stuff. Yep.
I forgot to tell you, bro, but I got like it's actually a really good thing. It links up with your I don't know if you'd want it or be a real Steve, but I'm using it for auto moderation and stuff in my Twitch chat. It's called Phantom Bot, bro.
This is
You know,
awesome.
you set up
Thanks.
Like a wee, you set up a wee Twitch application, bro, and it's a web interface that you can manage all your streaming stuff through too. But like, the main thing I'm using it for is like its moderation and all that. But it gives
What's
you
it called, bro?
commands and
I
stuff as
literally
well.
coded that already in Kynto, but I want to see so I can get ideas. What's it called?
Phantom Bot.
Yeah, because that's how I
Phantom
control all
Bot,
my
like-
streams, bro. I control them from Kynto.
Oh, I quite like this. I needed to make a wee domain for it. And get
Alright, bro.
set up on it.
Bro, this was a fun chat, especially when we dive into the space stuff. Like, I actually really enjoyed this, but I'm gonna have to shut this down just to get a wee bit of rest, because, bro, you know, I'll be passed out for like 10 hours and then, you know, it's gonna be problematic.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have fun.
Make sure I do my behavior test today.
I will do. I'll make sure
Never
you do
join
it.
Wump on
I
Discord.
wouldn't- Bro, I wouldn't have jumped on this early. I do it back to bed, but I seen you were on. I was like,
No, I'm glad you came on, bro. You came on with is it the Dark Forest Fairy, and I'm just like, alright, he gets it, so that's good.
Nah, bro. That's how I feel when I'm out at a bar too, man, or a pub or anything. I'm like Dark Forest Theory. Like none of these stupid imbeciles know they could be eaten by a space whale in seconds.
Never join.
I'm just going to be sitting there smoking a zooty like I told you.
And Mr. Smith, please enjoy the Expanse. It sounds like you're already watching it. I'm curious what you think of it. So next stream, let me know. And I got a couple of shows from you guys. I sent them to what's his face to pick them up. Aye, no, this was fun, bro. Cheers for hopping on, bro. And are your windows in yet? Before I shut us off, I'm curious.
Revolution.
No, they're not it, bro. He just came to measure them, bro. Like I thought they were doing windows, bro. No, you wouldn't hear me. Like I said, man, there's only 2 rooms in this house. The guy was like, how many more windows you got? I've only got 2 windows, bro. He's like, well, this will be easy.
It's buried dig P2P deep.
Revolution.
Aye,
Got you. Revolution's another TV show to check out, though. I'm checking it out, but... Right, I'm going to shut this down and watch some crap on Prince Andrew. I'm going to watch his interview again where he doesn't sweat because it makes me fall asleep. It's so ridiculous.
Sweating. Alright, bro, no worries.
Alright, much love. Talk to you guys later. Cheers.
Right.
We'll pick up the Elixlir as well very soon. Alright, bye-bye.